Global Witness is a non-governmental organisation dedicated to exposing and breaking the links between natural resources, conflict and corruption.
In the 1990s, an epidemic of war and human rights abuse spread across Africa.
The rule of the gun reigned supreme.
Their damning reports have exposed corruption, exploitation and the link to human rights abuse around the world.
They put us together and ordered our arms chopped off.
Why is it that a diamond in Sierra Leone can be bought for $20 and then sold in Antwerp for $1,500? It's perverse.
Global Witness was the first organization to investigate the links between the exploitation of natural resources and human rights abuse.
The results of their investigations have been a catalyst in promoting worldwide initiatives and public awareness.
According to a devastating report by Global Witness.
Tonight, the human rights group Global Witness documents an explosive trade in cassiterite from the Congo.
This stuff is mined and ported by people who are cannon fodder for our industries.
Global Witness's investigations have exposed the trade in illicit resources and deprived wars and conflicts of the funds they needed to continue.
We're not relying on second-hand research. We go out to the countries we're talking about, we get the information, we document that, we put it in a report, but we don't want a report that just goes on a bookshelf somewhere. We need to make that information work.
Their first campaign in 1995 closed the Thai-Cambodia border to the illegal timber trade between the Khmer Rouge and Thai logging companies.
What we found was that the government side and the Khmer Rouge were collaborating over the timber trade, both raising money from it so they could fight each other.
Corruption and the absence of law enforcement ensured that the profits from the logging only benefited a powerful elite. Global Witness uncovered a similar operation between Chinese loggers and the Burmese army.
Up and down this frontier, 15 tons of smuggled timber coming over every 7 minutes. And, says Global Witness, vast tracts of Burma are already logged out.
In Africa, during the 1990s, natural resources were being plundered to fund vicious wars across 4 countries.
The presence of natural resources has brought the resource curse that has kept people in poverty, stifled democracy, and very often brought about conflict.
Tem diamante, tem petróleo, tem café, tem madeira, tem ferro, tem ouro, mas nunca vimos nada dessa riqueza. Essa riqueza tudo só vai neles.
Their work to expose the funding of the Angolan civil war put conflict diamonds on the world map.
Conflict diamonds are diamonds that are mined and sold by rebel movements, particularly in Africa, and that are used to finance arms purchases.
The accusation against Liberia, quite serious, making money, lots of it, by fueling a horrifying war in West Africa with a lucrative guns for gems trade.
We found evidence that Charles Taylor was using revenues from diamonds and timber to fund the RUF in Sierra Leone to fund his own regime.
Liberian warlord Charles Taylor helped facilitate the illicit flow of conflict diamonds.
Arms dealers would fly in and would directly negotiate arms for diamonds.
Sometimes the beauty shines so bright, it blinds you to an ugliness that lies underneath.
You can go to a village that has been mining diamonds for 50, 60 years and they don't even have a water pump. Now, millions of dollars worth of diamonds have come out of that area, and why is it so poor?
The looting of state assets by corrupt officials and politicians must be stopped.
Billions of dollars of money urgently needed for development is being stolen on a daily basis.
It fuels conflict, it funds political and military elites.
Global Witness released the findings of its conflict diamond investigation, which resulted in the groundbreaking creation of the Kimberley process to end the trade in conflict diamonds.
I announce the indictment of Charles Yankee Taylor for war crimes.
Global Witness has achieved a lot in the time we've been going. We played a significant role in cutting the funding to many wars. We have raised the issue of transparency in the extractive sector. But there's so much more to do.
A UN investigation concluded Liberian President Charles Taylor controlled a secret operation.
1.5 million workers in abject poverty.
Turkmenistan has the 4th largest reserves of gas in the world. which put an alleged $3 billion in Mr. Niazov's accounts from gas sales and kept the average person on about $50 a month.
Who provides the money? Who banks the money that comes from all of these deals? We need to look at the banking system. How is it that many of the people, many of the corrupt leaders who do these deals are not prosecuted?
We need to change our attitudes, to give support to the defenseless.
Global Witness is continuing to deploy accumulated thinking, experience and lobbying skills to help bring about this change. There is no alternative.
Resource-fueled wars can flare up at any time. What we need to do is to make sure that the trade in natural resources is regulated so that it truly benefits the populations of the countries where the resources come from, and that the money is not used to fund corruption or conflict.
How can we aim to make poverty history if we have not made corruption history first?